It's time to get your Clix fix.
Hello and welcome back to Clix Fix. I'm Rory. It has been well over a week since I was able to play with these pint-sized plastic people, and yeah, I miss. It's okay though. The reason that I missed out this last week, it was my wife's birthday. So priorities, priorities. I think I did a good job there. um, anyway, today wanted to do another one awesome Clix build with you guys. It's been a little while. And this one, it's not a super rare or a chase. It's an Iconics. I don't think, have I done? Yeah, I did Beholder. I haven't done too many Iconics. Maybe I should do a few more of these. But today we're going to be doing this guy right here. Dream. Oh, speaking of Iconics and stuff, before we get into it, remember, once I get to 100 subscribers, I'll be doing a giveaway for the Trigon and Raven Iconics box, and then I'll also do, maybe in the same video, maybe not, giveaway for the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday set. It's a little older, but I got a second one, and would like to get that to somebody who could make some good use of it. All right. This is the Iconics that we're looking at is Dream. Dream is a pretty fun character, I think. He was the only character that came in his Iconics. The rest of it was equipment that goes with him. But let's take a look at him real quick. Dream, also known as Morpheus in the stories and everything like that. He's got the cosmic energy and mystics team abilities, which are like two of the best ones. If they're uncopyable, they're uncopyable for a reason. Endless, cosmic, mystical, and ruler keywords. Aside from endless, those are some great keywords. It'd be awesome if we get more endless. I think that'd be a fun time. But today, we're going to go with a mystical team. I just felt like doing some mystical stuff. I built this team to run this last week, and then I wasn't able to, didn't end up going. And so just wanted to talk about it, even if I don't get to play it. Maybe someday. Okay, Dream's first trait. When Dream KOs an opposing character, after resolutions, he may generate and equip a vestment equipment that's not already equipped to him. Dream may be equipped with any number of equipment as long as they're all vestments. So, if you've seen any of the other of these videos from me, you know that the main rules are you got one really good character, and then the rest pretty much has to be from uh, pulp legal stuff. But this trait right here kind of lets him get around it a little bit. I mean, he comes with one of the vestments, so I'm going to be allowing that to be equipped to him in the first place. But then, you know, you got these other investments. They're not on the sideline. They are generated from outside the game. So you bring them with you, but then he gets them later on after he KOs a character. Having him KO a character is a little bit difficult. I mean, he's not the most aggressive attacker. So if you want to get these other ones, he's gonna be the one trying to pick off some small fry. Or if it's his mystics damage that does it, that's still him KOing the character. So, but let's take a look deeper at him. Once per turn, when an opposing effect re-rolls one or more dice, this is his second trait, you may re-roll that roll. So basically, it's probability control without being probability control. But it's triggered off of somebody else using, like an opposing character using probability control. It's kind of funny, just the way it works. But If somebody else is trying to manipulate the dice, he also gets to manipulate the dice. And he doesn't need line of fire or range to do it. It's just when they, yeah. When Dream is KO'd, this effect continues for the rest of the game, a protected pulse wave, which is awesome. Like, if they have critical probability control on their team that works for him, then the rest of the game, once per turn, he, he gets to re-roll it even if he's not there. Okay, so those are his traits. And let's take a look at his got special attack power for his first 4 clicks at full points and just his top click at 40. Let's take a look at it. Incapacitate. When Dream uses it until your next turn, when a hit character is given a free action, after resolutions, deal that character 1 unavoidable damage. So Incapacitate kind of took a hit when one of the major rules changes hit a while ago, where it used to be that if they are given, would be given a second, but they can't get a second action token, they take, I can't remember if it was penetrating or unavoidable. Either way, it's not a thing anymore. So Incapacitate basically just slows down your opponent. But this is a different kind of Incapacitate. It slows them down and inhibits them from taking free actions, especially if it's somebody like that has Outwit and Perplex. they don't want to use any of them. If they use multiple of them, they're going to take unavoidable multiple times. Yeah, and there's a lot of free actions in the game these days. So it's not Beetlejuice, but it's kind of better than Beetlejuice in the. So, I mean, not really. Beetlejuice like just shuts down, but he doesn't shut down your own free actions, but he can do damage when they take free actions. Anyway, I think it's pretty cool as a way to inhibit them from doing about a bunch of stuff that they would want to do. And if they do it, they're gonna, be punished for it. And then he's got a special damage power that is you only get it when he's on top dial, leadership, and shape change. So he's got that willpower. Now we got to look at the equipment that he comes with and kind of figure out, okay, which one do we want to start him with? Let's look at, Pouch of Sand first. And all of these are free on him because he is endless. This character gains an extra targeting bolt, which is always great. Incapacitate, if the character can already use Incapacitate, which he does on his whole dial, when they use it after resolutions, heal this character 1 click for each hit character. That's awesome. That's a great way to keep him alive if he takes some damage. And like he starts with just. Actually, we didn't look at his stats or anything, did we? I mean, you probably looked at his card, but we didn't talk about him. He's already got 2 bolts, so he could get a third with the sand. One of his big drawbacks is he does not have a moving attack. He just has the phasing teleport. But considering the rest of the stuff that he can do, that's okay for the points that it costs, I think. 12 attack with that Incapacitate special, 19 defense with super senses, and then 3 damage with that special damage power. That's at his top click. And we're going to be playing him at top click because he's the focal point of this team. He's like the reason I made it. So I'm going to be playing him at 75 points. Anyway, so he has Incapacitate. And if he uses it against 3 characters, he'll heal 3 clicks, which is great. Like even way down on his dial, he can get up to being a menace once again. But that's the Pouch of Sand, which I think is pretty solid. And it's a solid thing to give anybody that already has Incapacitate, like lower down on their dial. 15 points. I think it's worth it. Okay, Dream Helm. This one's 25 points, and it makes sense because of what it does if you want to put it on other characters. Power Cosmic. If they already have Power Cosmic printed on the base, when they use willpower, it's basically giant size willpower. So, yeah, that's a solid addition to any character, and awesome for him because he has that already. So KO one bystander. If he gets to KO a bystander, then he can get this crazy willpower. Then the Dream Ruby. This one gives him barrier and shape change. If this character can already use shape change, when they use it and succeed after resolutions, deal the attacker damage equal to the attacker's printed damage value. This is the one I'm going to start him with. I'll give you a few reasons why. One, I mean, he's got shape change his whole dial, so he just fits that. He's got shape change, so when he uses it and succeeds after resolutions, deal the attacker damage equal to the attacker's printed damage value. Usually, if they've got damage reducers, they're going to be doing at least 3 damage. So usually, and it's not damage from an attack, so they don't get to like roll out of it with impervious or roll out of it with super senses. It's just if you get your shape change, they are taking damage. I love it. And they're taking damage. If it's damage that ends up KOing them, that's him KOing them, so he gets to equip another one of his equipment, if that's the case. So this one giving an extra way to deal damage to help trigger the other equipment coming on, I think that's the reason to start with him. And I mean, nobody's going to want to attack him. He's got the shape change that might hurt them, and then he's got a 19 defense with super senses. You can't outwit him. Even if you have precision strike, that only affects the. If you have precision strike and battle fury, sure, go ahead and attack him. Won't be able to use shape change, and more likely to just get damage on him. But that's a very specific set that isn't very commonly put together. Precision and battle fury. So, I mean, if I was facing him, I would I'm going to focus on the rest of the team and not deal with Dream until I need to. So he'll be probably free to go and do whatever he wants, tie up the team, and yeah, I like him. He's going to be fun. All right, so that's the main piece of this team. Let's continue on. The rest is going to be all pulp legal. Now this one I've used several times in Mystics teams. Morgane Le Fay. She is pretty awesome. Not the team up one. I don't have the team up card, but either way. I mean, if you have the team up card and you want to use it, go ahead to use the team up card. I can't even remember what it does because I don't have it. I didn't bother looking it up. Anyway, Morgane Le Fay. The main reason she's here is her first trait. When an opposing character within range is damaged by the Mystic's team ability, after resolutions, heal a friendly character with the mystical keyword one click. So it's just more ways to keep your characters alive. We're playing her at 50 points. So, I mean, take a look more in detail at what she does. She's pretty awesome. But that trait is the main reason she's here. So you kind of want to keep her close enough for that trait to apply, but you don't want her getting hit. You don't want her getting taken out because you want that to be going off as much as possible. I mean, if they hit her and they're within that 5, and they do take the Mystic's damage, because if they have Invincible, it won't matter, then, I mean, she can get hit to her stop click and bounce right off. But it's only a stop click once per game, which is a shame, but understandable. But yeah, you want to keep her. It's tough to keep her close enough to be effective with that trait and keep her safe. But it's doable. I've used her to good effect. She's a lot of fun to play with. Anyway, 50 points. She's got both versions of penetrating damage, which is great. Only in move and attack is sidestep though. But I like her. She's fun. Next on the list, going to the Spider Verse, we're going to use Spider UK. The Friends Across the Spider Verse trait won't really come into play. And then he just has traded Empower and Leadership in that other trait. The rest of that trait won't really matter. But that's, I mean, having traded Empower and Leadership is great. He can just boost damages for anybody else that's doing close stuff. And this special movement charge, when Spider UK uses it and hits after resolutions, you may remove an action token from a friendly character within range of 4. Playing him at 45 points, he's solid. 45 points, a charge that ignores elevation. He's got super strength with close combat expert, super duper senses. I mean, he can be outwitted, but that's he could move 4, have 12 attack for if he picks up an object, like 5 damage. I'll take that for 45 points with Mystics. Yeah, I like him. I like Spider UK. I used him in Sealed. It's the only time I've ever gotten around to using him, but I would totally do it. Next, we're going back to Masters of Time with Dead Man. All of the characters have the Mystics team ability to help Morgane Le Fay's trait work more. So maybe they can create a people barrier between her and the opponents that are going to be taking Mystics damage. Anyway, Dead Man, he's awesome. Special movement through his whole dial, mind control, sidestep, and when he uses mind control, basically when he uses the mind control and the person he hits moves, he can stay with them, which is pretty good. Ignores a lot. I mean, he's a ghost, so he's going to ignore a lot for movement, right? But a 12 attack with precision strike, he's 40 points, so 12 attack with precision strike, even though he has 1 damage, just getting that 1 through with the precision strike, I like it. I mean, you want to do mind control most of the time, but whatever. And he's got both rollouts, shape change and super senses. Yeah, he's definitely worth playing. I've seen him be very, very annoying and unexpectedly useful in games. Staying in Masters of Time, we got Detective Chimp at 35 points. He's got a special damage of Perplexing Outwit, and he's in stealth at the beginning of his dial. I like it. It's hard to do without Perplexing Outwit. Then we've got 30-point Zarathos from Wheels of Vengeance. He is an amazing, I mean, you play him at 125 and he's a beast, but he's a great support at 30 points. And you got enough other characters on the team that his main trait can be useful. Free, choose a friendly character. That character may make an attack, but only to target character that since your last turn KO'd a friendly standard character or damaged Zarathos. A lot of times if somebody's going to be damaging Zarathos, he's going to be dying because people don't want to have to deal with him with more than 1 attack. So it's probably going to trigger when somebody gets around to KOing one of these other figures. Probably, I don't know, Spider-Man UK would be a good attacker. Dream, to just let him do his attacks and try to KO stuff. When Zarathos attacks an opposing character that took damage from Mystic since your last turn, it's penetrating damage, which is solid. Nobody else has that same trait, so the rest of that Spirit of Energy trait won't apply. And he doesn't have his specials on his 30-point dial. But he's a prob. He's just 30 points, prob, and can trigger extra attacks. I like him. I like him for 30 points. And then for the last 25 points, Moon Knight, just the common Moon Knight from next phase. When he hits after resolutions, deal 1 penetrating damage to a hit character. Easy way to just blast past 25 points to blast past um, stop clicks, which is awesome. Shifting focus, if the stop click isn't invincible. Shifting focus, summon the suit. So the other one, Mr. Knight, is going to be on the sideline. As the 25 point, just the regular Moon Knight, he's got the precision strike, sidestep, full range, willpower. He's worth 25 points, man. Yeah. And the Mr. Knight, you switch into him. I mean, Moon Knight, after his first click, has enhancement, and then the other one has empower. And he's got blade, so he could do extra damage. When he hits, he gives an action token, not an extra damage, but it might be more useful if they have invincible or something like that, or they reduce penetrating. Switch to Mr. Knight, but he does not have any range, where Moon Knight does have a full range with two targets. He could be do pew pew and then 1 penetrating to each one. I like that guy. Anyway, so the sideline is Mr. Knight, and you know what? Ares, because there's some blades in this team from who's it from? Oh yeah, from Mr. Knight. You switch into Mr. Knight and you can trigger Ares. Family Stone. Anyway, that's my team. There's a lot of great stuff that you could do with Mystical. I've gone over a lot of it before in others. But like Zarathos, the more you can get Dream to do damage, the more attacks you can have him do, the better, so he can get his equipment on him. So another way to like make his damage penetrating, use Black Heart, put them in his smoke, so anybody that's in his smoke takes penetrating, so Dream can more easily get his damage through that way. There's so many mystics, and a great support. Chase Loki is one that comes to mind. I didn't make a list, but there's so many good mystical characters out there that you could use with Dream. But look for characters that let friendly characters do damage somehow or do attacks like Zarathos does. Yeah, not going to make this a it's already what, 20 something minutes long. Yeah, so let me know if you were not doing one awesome Clix builds, what chases, super rares, whatever, what would you play with Dream to make him even more effective? How would you change this team up or just boost it to the next level? Let me know in the comments below. Let me know what other figures you'd want to see a one awesome Clix build around. It's a budget team building. Hope that I gave you guys a great fix for your Clix addiction like I have. Got to get it every once in a while. So I'll talk to you next time. Bye.